Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's lovely to see you today. In this video we're talking about how celebrities can help raise awareness to disabilities and chronic illnesses. So grab a cup of tea, let's get to it, shall we? That might seem strange to think about, but when celebrities come out and say that they have fibromyalgia, like with Lady Gaga, or when they come out and say that they have chronic fatigue syndrome like Miranda, or MS like Jack Osbourne and Selma Blair, when these people come out and say it, it raises so much awareness. And today we're going to be talking about how that can help us raise money and just raise more understanding and research. So that's what we're talking about today. I really hope that you will like, comment and subscribe, but let's get to it. So when celebrities like those that I mentioned speak up and say that they have family members who have this illness, who have a particular illness, or they have it themselves, it helps raise awareness because fans of those people will start to research. Charities will maybe sometimes take them on as patrons of the charity, and they will start to speak up in interviews. People will start asking them about it when they're on red carpets and at events. I mean, seeing Selma Blair rocking out, looking absolutely incredible on the red carpet with a walking stick, with a mobility aid, just... I cannot tell you how I literally cried. I felt so seen and so like, oh my goodness, she looks powerful and beautiful and incredible. I can look like that too. I can feel that. I don't have to feel like it makes me look weak, because it doesn't. It doesn't make Selma look weak, and it doesn't make me look weak. That's how it makes you feel. It makes you feel seen and heard. And I think that's something that people miss a lot of the time. I have seen people when they're celebrities that they speak up, like with Demi Lovato, when I can speak English, like with Demi Lovato talking about having issues with addiction. That was a big one that people were just like, who cares? It's your problem. Why does this matter? But when people like that speak out, there are so many people who are probably fans of theirs that have addictions, that have problems, that then feel seen, that then can see them build it back, you know, oh, I've relapsed, but I'm going to get it back. That kind of hope, that kind of being seen is incredible. It means more than probably anything else. When you see somebody that you look up to, like Selma Blair, I've been a fan of since the 90s, and to see that she has the same illness as my mother, and the one that I was wrongly diagnosed with MS, to see her talking about that in interviews, rocking mobility aids on Instagram, it just makes you feel seen, and it makes such a big difference to us. People who are disabled, people with chronic illnesses, it does make a difference. Also, it can help members of the public give a face to the illness. A lot of illnesses have these long, weird Latin names like mine, we know as chronic fatigue syndrome here in the UK, or ME. And ME is this big long name in Latin that I can't say. I have no idea how to say it. And so I assume editing Beverley has put a little of it here. Seeing these illnesses, it's kind of hard to think of the average person having it, because most people see healthy people out and about. It's quite rare that you see people with chronic illnesses out and about, because we don't get out much. We generally just kind of stay in the house like little hobbits, and that's okay. You know, I've done plenty of videos about what it's like to be housebound, so if you're interested I will leave a link to a couple down below. But basically what it feels like to us is that's somebody that we can then focus on and see as somebody standing up for us and being in our corner. But to the average person in the street, it can be, oh, you have that illness? Isn't that the one that Jack Osbourne's got? Or isn't that the one that Miranda from, you know, Miranda? Isn't that the one that the woman from Call the Midwife's got? It helps people to see, and also gives us somebody to refer about. Like, quite often if somebody asks me what illnesses I've got, which don't do that if you don't know the person, it's really not good. But if people do ask me and I say, oh, I have fibromyalgia, I can say, you know, the one Lady Gaga has, and people will be like, oh yeah, she sometimes has to cancel concerts and she doesn't always, I saw her documentary and she was in a lot of pain. Is that what it's like for you? It just gives a face. It gives people an ability to see what that person represents, and it means so much for the public to have that focus. To have somebody who's not only a patron of a charity, who's just supporting because of a family member, but they have it themselves and they're still a successful person, that means a lot. And this is not me saying, oh yeah, we can all do those things that those people can do. And I think it is important. I know Lady Gaga spoke about this in her documentary, but it's important to remember that those people have access to all the best care, all the best treatments, the best doctors. They have people around them that they pay to do things for them, and so because of that they're not struggling the same way that we are. But it still gives a little frame of reference for people and helps them to understand the illness a little bit better. All of these things leads to more money. Now, a lot of charities struggle, especially during lockdown. A lot of charities found that they were struggling because charity shops were closed and things, and they get a lot of money from charity shops. There are a lot of charities that don't even have charity shops. They don't have anything like that. Having somebody like Lady Gaga or Selma Blair suddenly raising awareness means that maybe a fan site will raise money, or maybe, you know, for somebody's birthday they'll raise money for it, or they'll bring out merch that people can buy and the money will go towards things. A lot of people do that in the Supernatural cast. They will design a t-shirt and bring it out and people buy it and they give money to charities or to certain things that mean a lot to them. This is incredible. It means so much. It means that we can get more funding. And at the end of the day, more funding ultimately leads to more research. More research leads to more cures, more treatments, more help, and more understanding of the illnesses that we have. A lot of our illnesses are not, you know, these big names like cancer and things like that. They're smaller things that people don't have as often, and so we struggle to get funding. Celebrities can help so much with that, and I just want to say thank you to all the celebrities that speak up for us. Like Miranda, if you follow her on Twitter, she did struggle with chronic fatigue syndrome, and because of that, whenever anything to do with chronic fatigue comes up, she will always post about it. She will always stand up for us because she knows that we can't always stand up for ourselves, and that means the world. To know that people are in our corner matters. And so if you see a celebrity coming out and saying that they have an illness or an addiction or a certain thing going on with them, don't immediately assume it's because they want attention. It could be, but a lot of the time it's because they want to raise awareness, raise funding, and get more cures, more treatments, and more understanding. And it means a lot to us. It does. It means a lot to us. We always write blog posts, do YouTube videos about these people. I know I did about Selma when she came out, and I will again link to that down below. It's so, so important. So if you know of a celebrity and they come out, don't give them crap for it. Just be like, you know, hell yeah, somebody out there is going to mean a lot to them and it's going to really help them. I really, really hope that you got something out of this video. If you did, I hope that you'll head down below and leave it a cheeky little like, so I know that you enjoyed it and I can bring more like it to the channel in future. While you're down there, leave me a comment. I love chatting to you all. Let me know if there's any celebrities that have the same illness as you, any celebrities that helped you understand different illnesses, anything that you want to talk about. I'm always here for, I'm always open for, so definitely leave me a comment down below because I reply to everyone. And last but certainly not least, if you want to join the family here and become a butterfly, get your little wings, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you as part of the family here. If you like my content, if you like my face, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about chronic illness and disability, click on this playlist that I put together for you. Kick your feet up, have a cup of tea, why not? I hope you're having a really wonderful day today. Have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!